Just imagine you receive a letter और आपको नहीं पता वो कहाँ से आया है, किस ज़बान में. And you get curious about it because you want to know about this letter, what is written in this letter. And you literally start researching about it. What about Quran? Did you ever try to read it with tafsir? Did you ever try to understand it on your own rather than seeking for scholars' help? It's like a letter in your mailbox that you never open. I promise you, whenever you will start Quran journaling, you will notice huge difference in your mindset, in your perspective towards life. So in today's video, I'm going to guide you step by step कि आप लोग कैसे Quran journaling start कर सकते हैं. So the very first step to start Quran journaling is कि आपके पास एक notebook हो और एक पेन. कोई फैंसी स्टेशनरी की जरूरत नहीं है. ऑल यू नीड इज टू हैव अ नोटबुक एंड जस्ट अ पेन. दैट इज इनफ टू राइट डाउन योर ऑल थॉट्स. बिकॉज कुरान जर्नलिंग करते वक्त आपकी इंटेंशंस का प्योर होना जरूरी होता है, ना कि बहुत सारी नोटबुक्स हों, स्टिकी नोट्स हों. ओनली यू नीड टू हैव इज अ पेन एंड नोटबुक टू राइट डाउन योर थॉट्स एंड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट अल्लाह इज सेइंग इन द स्पेसिफिक सूरा और इन द स्पेसिफिक आयत. Second step to start Quran journaling is to have an authentic resource. I believe this is one of the most important part of the Quran journaling, and if you have a Quran translation book or Quran with translation, well and good, but if you don't have, then I will attach the link in the description. You guys can check it out. It's in English that I have, and it's authentic, 100% authentic, because lots of people have recommended it to me. Because जब मैंने Quran journaling start की थी तो मैंने बहुत research की थी YouTube पे, Google पर, and then I found out this one. 3. Personal reflection. Before listening to any scholar and their tafsir, take time to read the ayahs slowly, again and again. रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन इट और समझें कि वो आपको एक स्पेसिफिक आयत बता क्या रही है, लेसन क्या दे रही है, आपके दिल में और आपके दिमाग में आपको क्या फील हो रहा है, और ये स्पेसिफिक आयत आपको अल्लाह के और उसके दीन के बारे में क्या बताना चाह रही है. You have to understand it and just write it down. Not think maybe it could be this or that. Just write it down, and after 3 or 4 minutes later, try to read it and understand it, because इससे आपको पता चलेगा कि आपका पर्सपेक्टिव कैसा है towards कुरान, आपका पर्सपेक्टिव कैसा है towards Islam, life and everything. Someone said it beautifully, in the journey of finding your creator, you actually met with your true self. Step 5. Seek knowledge from scholars. After reflecting on the ayah, listening to tafsir from trustworthy scholars. मैं हमेशा 3 scholars को prefer करती हूँ. First one is Numan Ali Khan, second one is Maulana Tariq Jamil, and third one is Dr. Israr Ahmad. These 3 scholars explain everything beautifully. That's why I always prefer myself listening to these 3 scholars while Quran journaling. Reason behind listening to different scholars is because they tell you something new, something beautiful about that specific surah or ayah, and it helps you increase your knowledge and sharpen your mind, because Quran is one of the deepest book in the world. The next clip will explain why I am saying this. I tried my best to explain everything to you all about Quran journaling, and अगर मुझसे कोई point miss हुआ हो, so my apologies for that. And now it's Tafakkur time. Assalamu alaikum, my beautiful community. I'm back with Tafakkur session series. So in today's Tafakkur session, we are going to reflect on the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. We have already discussed the beautiful miracle that ever happened in the history, which Prophet Musa alayhi salam and his nation experienced, parting sea into 2. बट आज हम एक और पर्सपेक्टिव से इस मेरिकल पर रिफ्लेक्ट करेंगे. Sometimes we look at the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam and think the miracle was just that Allah split the sea. But हम ये क्यों नहीं सोचते कि अगर अल्लाह चाहता so he could destroy the army of Pharaoh with a single command, instead of splitting the sea into 2. But he wanted to split the sea. Why? Because he wanted to show his power, to show that he never abandons his believers, and to show that when there seems to be no escape, Allah creates one. So this tafakkur teaches us that we need to keep patience in every difficult situation, as like Musa alayhi salam did. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the most beautiful gift to Musa alayhi salam, and the gift was experiencing a beautiful marriage. So if you are going through a difficult situation in your life, remember this is your sign that He loves you, because Allah tests those whom He loves the most. Do remember me in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum.